Good morning, everyone. It is 7:50 in the morning, really early. I just dropped my boyfriend off to his van because he always has really early starts at work. I dropped him off to his van, but part of the deal is he always buys me a coffee. So we went to Starbucks drive-through, and I got the iced brown sugar oat shake and espresso, which I haven't had yet. The weather is so grim. Let's see if I can show you. Like, what is that? What is that? You wouldn't have thought that it's August and this is meant to be like the peak of summer, but here we are. The good thing about being awake this early in the morning is I'm really struggling with fatigue and tiredness. I'm just constantly tired, always napping, and if I hadn't have woken up this early, I would just never get up. I'm finding like the waking up is really hard, so to get up early with my boyfriend, get a coffee, is a really good incentive. So I'm just going to try my best to stay awake for the rest of the day now that I am awake. And before anyone comes for me, I have one coffee a day. One's my limit. And as much as I love coffee, I just don't like the idea of that being like the first thing that enters my body in the morning. So I usually just have like a water, or like this is some leftover squash from last night, it's a bit warm. I just have like something to drink first before I put any coffee into my body. I don't know why, I'm just weird like that. So I'm just gonna like slowly work through this and just kind of like go around the place and just like straighten things up, like cushions and stuff. So coffee time. So just while I drink this, the agenda for today, I'm working from home pretty much for the whole day. I need to pop out for an hour, but apart from that, I'm kind of based from home, so I'm not really going to bother with any makeup or anything. There's just no point, it's a waste. So you're going to have this for the rest of the video. I'm just waiting. So yesterday I had my glucose tolerance test to see if I have gestational diabetes. It's 8 o'clock now and I'm just waiting for the results to come through. The only thing is, this video could end up being like a total fail if it turns out I have gestational diabetes. The maternity support worker who like takes the bloods and everything, she said that the hospital will call me and basically tell me what to do if that is the case. But this video could be like a total flop, and I may, like, I don't know what if I do have it, I don't know what I can and cannot eat, and when I'm not supposed to eat, like, do you know what I mean? So that could be interesting. I just quickly wanted to mention that so throughout my pregnancy, I do not calorie count. I don't really plan my meals, just because if you've seen some of my earlier videos, I'm really struggling to eat. This pregnancy, I just really don't want to eat. I don't have a very good appetite. Usually like the start of the day is fine, like morning and afternoon is okay, and I can manage to get like a good amount of food and drink in me. But when it gets to like the end of the day in the evenings, I can be like starving, like feel my stomach rumbling, and then I sit down for dinner and I can only have like a few bites and I just feel like my belly's gonna pop, like I'm so full, which is really unusual for me. I, like, over the years have had my own relationship with food, but point blank, I've always enjoyed food, and I've always enjoyed my food, and I eat a lot of food normally when I'm not pregnant. And I'm like one of those people where even if I'm like really full, because I get like food FOMO, even if I'm really full, I can kind of like eat more, but I don't know what it is, I just can't really seem to eat a lot. So I don't plan my meals, I just eat when I want to eat, what I want to eat. But after today, who knows? Who knows? It's just coming up to 10 o'clock and I'm just about to have breakfast because I've only just started to feel hungry. Obviously nobody's fault but my own, but obviously when I have coffee it keeps me full for quite a long time. I'm just kind of taking sips of water. So I know I said that I don't plan my meals, but I do kind of prep my breakfast, just because if I don't, I probably wouldn't eat it or I wouldn't know what to have. So I've made some overnight oats. I got this idea from Starbucks, so I really liked the overnight oats from Starbucks. The portion sizes are probably a little bit better for me. Like, this is almost like maybe too much. Like, I'll probably feel really quite uncomfortable after eating this. But essentially you've got oats. I put a bit of oat milk and soya yogurt in there. Then I've got some raspberries. Oh, I also mixed the oats with like chia seeds as well. And then I've got some peaches on top. They're just tinned peaches, I don't like prepare them fresh or anything, so I just make that. I made that last night to have this morning. So that will be my breakfast. So it's pretty much dead on 12 o'clock. I'm just making myself some lunch because I'm actually quite peckish, which I'm not usually. I usually don't get hungry till like 3 o'clock and I have a really late lunch. So I'm going to make myself a chicken pesto wrap. I think everything I've bought from Aldi, like I've just got some plain wraps, so I'm just going to have one wrap. A wrap. I'm going to cut up some cherry tomatoes. I like to put a bit of watercress, spinach and rocket in there. And then just like some already cooked chicken slices. And I'm going to mix that in with the pesto. And that's what I'm going to have for my lunch. I'm like really bad at actually folding the wraps, so let's see how this goes. So I think maybe like maybe. And we just hope for the best that it stays and doesn't fall apart. I am just talking to you while I do the dishes. Although I work, well, today I'm working 10 AM to 6 PM. I do work shifts, but nothing crazy. I don't have to work like during the night, and I don't have to do long days or anything. It's all like I start anywhere between 8 AM and 12 PM, and then I can finish as early as 4 PM or work as late as 8 PM. So although I started work at 10 and it's 12 o'clock now, just finished eating my wrap, I'm going to take this time to have like a little lunch break. And I've only worked for 2 hours, but I've had like actually a really productive morning, so I'm just gonna take the time to have like a little break. So I'm just quickly washing up some of these dishes, and then I'm gonna have, I've already done my skincare and brushed my teeth and everything. I'm just gonna have a really quick shower and get changed because as I mentioned earlier, I do have to pop out for work, and I'm going to be seeing people, and I don't think I'd look very professional like this, so I'm just gonna have a quick shower, get dressed. Oh, and also the results are in. It's the moment of truth. My results are all fine, so I do not have gestational diabetes. You could probably tell by the way I was like really overthinking it. I did think that
the results were going to come back that I did have it, only because my mum had it with me, and so far like my pregnancy has been really similar to like my mum's pregnancy when she was having me, but also something that I do have to take into account is that she was a little bit older than me when she had me, and she thinks that might have had something to do with it. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think your chances of like developing gestational diabetes increases when you kind of get to like 30 onwards. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but she seems to think it is. But if that is the case, I've only got a few years to pop out baby number 2, so who knows. But although this pregnancy has actually not been that bad at all physically, I've struggled with my mental health a bit. I feel a bit more settled now, but physically, because I've not really been sick, I've not really felt that ill, although it's been quite a straightforward pregnancy. I don't feel like I want to do it again anytime soon. So yeah,
I wanted to show you these that I picked up from Aldi. So they're called Marshmallow Brownie Bomb Mini Bites, and they are exactly as sweet as you think they would be just by that description. So throughout pregnancy I've had like a major sweet tooth, so throughout the day I just kind of like, because they're so sweet, I'll probably like have one now, maybe one in a couple of hours, and I definitely like to have one after dinner, like, and that's the last thing I'll probably have of the day. But I'll show you the inside. Just look at that. It's so sweet and sickly, it's unreal. But if that's the kind of thing you like, you need to try these. Okay, so for dinner tonight, the boyfriend and I we're having sweet and sour chicken with rice. So we're obsessed with the sticky rice. It's just so much better than your average like long grain. So we have sticky rice, we'll have a portion of that each, and then we've got some chicken breast fillets. That's a lot of chicken for 2 people, but my boyfriend is a gym goer, so I'm sure he would appreciate the extra protein. I've got these stir fry sauces from Morrison's. So we've really been loving the like the stir fry kits. So you get a choice of sauce. So you can get sweet and sour, you can get, I think there's Korean barbecue, sweet chili, chow mein sauce. So you get to choose one sauce. Then you get a meat, so I think they do like diced pork and diced chicken, but we didn't really like the meat that much, so we just buy that from like the ordinary chicken meat section. But it's all included as like part of a deal if you buy it all together. And then you can also get, like, you can choose from a pack of like ready prepared vegetables, and then you get a choice of noodles if you want, like, what are they called, like rice noodles or egg noodles. So it comes as part of a little deal, but we've been buying everything separately. Also, I usually buy the Uncle Ben's sweet and sour like jar of sauce, and it comes with like chopped up peppers, onion, and a bit of pineapple in there as well. But I haven't used this before, and from what I can see, it doesn't look like there's any veg in there. So I might just slice up a few of these veggies, and I chop up maybe a couple of pineapple rings in there as well. So if I'm lucky, it might get cooked for me. I will let you know. So we've had dinner and we've just washed and cleaned up the kitchen and everything, and we're sitting down for the evening now. It's time to find something else to watch on telly now that Love Island is over. So I'll have to find something else to watch now. The sweet and sour sauce, by the way, because I wasn't too sure, it was fine. I definitely recommend sticking with the Uncle Ben's like jar if you can, just because it's one less stress, that you don't have to like prepare the vegetables, it's less dishes, it's everything is in the jar and it just tastes loads better. So that's what I would recommend. But the stir fry kits from Morrison's are great. They literally take like 10 to 15 minutes to make, and the rest of the sauces are really good anyway. So this video kind of turned out to be a bit more vloggy than I thought that it would, but I actually really enjoyed making this video, and I'd like to do some more like vlog style videos. So I don't know how interesting this turned out to be, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see, and I hope to see you next time.